Okay. Thank you, Pascal.
Embrace true power.
Yeah, it's the war breaking through. She's crying.
The pale figure with unnaturally long limbs covers her face with her hands, which are deformed with talon-like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continually streams from her scarlet-misted eyes. Her spiny gills, slightly hidden under her disheveled hair, twitch nervously at your approach. Only now do you notice the third eye on the young woman's forehead, hidden by a jeweled ornament. And when your eyes meet, you sense overwhelming, soul-smothering power. As the otherworldly creature's gaze slides over you, your entire core shudders in terror. Flashes of past warped nightmares re-emerge from the shadows of your memory and paralyze your will. You gasp for air in terror, drowning under a crashing wave of pain. You cannot catch your breath, hot tears burn on your cheeks. Why is this happening? Why is it happening to you? Why do you feel so lonely and in so much pain? Do these feelings even belong to you? Idira emits something between a moan and a drawn-out whimper.
Oh. As if my own little pals weren't bad enough, now this one's barging into my head. Somebody stop her.
I am registering abnormal activity in my tear ducts. The salt being produced by my body may negatively affect the performance of my respiratory apparatus. The vulnerability must be rectified. It has been logged.
Heresy.
Argenta looks at the tall figure with a strange mixture of anger and sadness. Then she lowers her head, and her white hair veils her face.
Lady Cassia, I'm here to help you. Please calm yourself. Persuasion test succeeded. She wearily shakes her head.
She wearily shakes her head and lets out a drawn-out sound similar to both a sob and the howl of a small wounded animal.
What is happening? Was someone calling my name? Are all the betrayers dead already? And you, who are you?
Claudius von Valencius. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Unease settles over her features and she nods cautiously.
Pardon my manners, Gladius. I did not expect to make such a gracious acquaintance in such a time of great sorrow for our house. What is this? I feel faint.
Oh no. It's the warp.
The heavy-set old man, who has been kneeling nearby, erupts into low sobs. His eyes, swollen from crying, dart desperately around the room, as though the veil of ignorance has just been ripped away from them.
The child Lady Cassia, where are you? Sacred child? Throne preserve.
Despite his venerable age, the navigator leaps up and rushes to the young woman's side.
You.
The old man shifts, revealing his face to you. It is threaded with jet-black veins, and his bulging, milky eyes bear a striking resemblance to those of a dead fish. A sickly sweet scent assaults your nostrils, as if the old man's flesh is rotting inside his decaying husk.
Mm-hmm. This guy.
My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as either enemy or ally. I'm warning you, one wrong move will bring the wrath of House Orselio down upon your head.
Watch out, Lord Captain. This one's so deranged, it's making the whispers shriek like crazy. He might just open that eye of his.
Threatening the head of the dynasty is a grave offense, esteemed whoever you are.
Abelard places a hand on his weapon.
At present, I'm trying to determine what is happening in Erik V5.
I'll grant that you do not look like pirates who have come coveting the riches of a wrecked station, or like scoundrels in Felek's service. So who are you?
Avalar, introduce us.
His lordship rogue trader Gladius von Valancius, heir to the greatest protectorate in the Coronis expanse and bearer of the sacred warrant of trade, extends his greetings. Another rogue trader in our corner of the galaxy? How interesting. Your kind always make an appearance in desperate times, ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. Given that you have not so far drawn your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful. And so House Orselio now asks a service of you: save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry to answer, think on it. You can make yourself an ally or an enemy of our house today, you decide.
What is this curse that's taking hold of everyone in the home?
Theobald frowns.
Curse? You do not understand the sacred gift given to our child. When the child is sad, we all weep. When the child smiles, we all laugh giddily. And if the child wants blood, the world turns crimson. The child's will is the will of the great Tisiphone, for she is the heir of House Orselio.
And they call me dangerous with my witchcraft.
Idira mutters under her breath.
Yeah. What service do you ask of me?
Hope glimmers in the navigator's milky eyes.
Save the sacred child. Take her away from this station. I fear I do not have long left.
A bluish rivulet trickles down the old man's chin, and he wipes the mutated blood brusquely away with his sleeve. You glimpse strange burns covering his flesh under his clothing. The slightest movement must be causing him unbearable pain.
Right. He's the one that tried to make up that concoction.
Save the child and deliver her safely to Regent Aranto, acting head of House Orselio, in the Coronis expanse. Rest assured that the reward will be worth your effort.
I know we came here for a navigator, but after everything we've seen, I've got some reservations about this girl.
Okay.
Argenta looks at Cassia, and a painful furrow appears on her brow.
Such a fragile thing with such a heavy burden upon her shoulders.
He's talking as though you expect to die here. Well, yeah, he's dying. I want to know what happened between you and Felix.
Felek is my wayward student. He came to Urak V as a callow youth. I personally mentored him and entrusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me, but he proved to be just another traitor. He sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of our house, our sacred child. To revel in power with others like him, casting our house into the abyss. To pervert the centuries-long traditions of our family. You can see the fruits of his villainy for yourself. He decided he was not bound by his duties to the legacy of the greatest of our novators, Tisiphone or Celio, who led our house to prosperity for countless years. Foolish boy, the renegades clouded his mind. They sought to seize control of the dynasty before the sacred child had come of age and taken up the novator's throne.
Talking as though you expect to die here.
Theobald shrugs indifferently.
My service to the house is coming to an end. The wounds Felek inflicted on my flesh will never heal. I am dying, praise the throne, slowly enough to see that the child is taken care of.
You need help. There's a Medicaid deck on my ship.
But Theobald only shakes his head.
No, I am the keeper of Urak V and I will perish along with my station. On that note, I have other matters to attend to.
I've made my decision. Cassia shall come with me.
Good. That is good.
The old
that?
man nervously licks his lips.
But do allow us to say our proper farewells.
She looked like she did a header.
Wake up, my mistress, my sacred child. It is all over now. It is over.
Who's that guy?
What happened? You. I remember you. Have you come to save us?
Child, please, listen to me very carefully. One last time. You will now embark on a voyage with this lord to rejoin the house and its regent in the Coronus Expanse. I will not be able to accompany you on this journey.
No, not you too. Don't leave me alone in this violet-brown haze. You're coming with me. Your mistress is giving you an order. Do you hear me?
A wave of hot despair that is not yours washes over me. Your palms sweat and your heart freezes as an...
Mistress, I fear this will be your only order that I dare to disobey. I am the keeper of Urak 5, and alas, I have less than a day left in me. Allow me to serve you one last time and honor my final duty to House Orselio. I will remain on the station and destroy the secrets it holds.
Well, I got pretty much all of them.
Oh, Theobald.
Crimson tears stain the lady's navigator's white skin. This time her power does not make everyone weep along with her. I regret we had to meet under such circumstances.
What need have I for your regrets? I just want things to go back to the way they were before.
It's called courtesy.
What are you going to do to me?
Alright. I'm not gonna do that. Lady Cassia, let us aid one another. Become my navigator, and I shall restore you to House Tresselius at the earliest opportunity. How about we do this? I'll offer you my protection and grant you shelter aboard my vessel.
Do not fear what is to come, child. You are ready to guide any vessel. I know this because I taught you myself. And it is difficult to imagine more worthy company than a rogue trader. But remember, your safety is of paramount importance. Get to the Great Regent and fulfill your destiny.
As a Lady Navigator of House Orselio, I accept your gracious offer of protection. Please, take me to your vessel. I can no longer bear the pain of this place.
Leave the station. Boy, they're all sad. I didn't want to tell her a lie, you know. You know, I need her as the navigator, but... Oh. I guess she's coming. Right. Come on, dear.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
It is as if the painting was rendered by several different hands. The timid, uncertain lines are interlaced with rough and furious strokes, coming together in arcane shapes.
Those are her works.
While no one appears to be living in the cage, somebody still filled the trough with dried fruit and fresh water.
Okay, let's go, dear.
Yes.
No. Everyone. We've got a full party now. And we'll talk to Lady Cassia later. She's quite interesting. Up to Lady's gun. Alright, let's welcome aboard the Lady Cassia or Ciela. Boy.
Lord Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. The Sanctum Novice has been prepared for the communion ritual, but if the Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first.
Your heart starts beating furiously, your breaths come short and choppy, and your fingertips tingle unpleasantly. You notice that Vigdis is shivering slightly, and the crew are glancing around in puzzlement, searching for the source of this sudden wave of unease. Without even looking at the Vox Master, Cassia waves her away.
First I wish to speak with the rogue trader. Leave us, Oh, of course, when you are ready for the ritual, please let me know.
Cassia sweeps her pensive gaze over Victus, then, lowering her lashes slightly, turns to you.
What do you wish to speak about?
Before I begin the ritual, I wish to look once again into the eyes of the man whose fame is so great it managed to penetrate the impregnable walls of Urak long before we ever met. It truly is you, Gladius. The person the whole Expanse and Calixus sector are talking about. And now a rogue trader as well.
Well, that's awfully gracious.
After a few seconds' hesitation, Cassia lets out a small exhale, and then raises her pointed chin.
I have not yet thanked you for saving me on this station. My thoughts were clouded with so much mournful ash when Theobald's heart stopped, but you acted honorably and did not exploit me in my wretched position. And for that I am immeasurably grateful.
Of course.
But now,
Cassia throws back her shoulders.
I am ready to go to the Sanctum Novice and perform the sacred rite. I require brushes, canvas, and the best paint you have on board. But no red.
Alright, we'll indulge her. Tell me about what the... Why do you refuse red paint?
It is my habit to use the blood of my attendants so as to preserve my own. However, given the current circumstances, my own will serve even better. The blood of the novice nobilite is sacred, and so is more suitable for the communion ritual.
Okay. Tell me more about what the ritual entails.
I doubt the uninitiated could understand the mysteries of navigation, but I shall try to explain the essence of it. I must merge my mind and will with the machine spirit of the ship, so that I become one with the vessel.
Cassia lifts a lock of hair from the back of her neck, revealing gilded implant ports.
After that, I use the House Orcelio ritual, which I am loath to reveal to you, to free my mind of all errant thoughts. And then...
Okay.
I doubt the uninitiated could understand the mysteries of navigation, but I shall try to explain the essence of it. I must merge my mind and will with the machine spirit of the ship, so that I become one with the vessel.
Cassia lifts a lock of hair from the back of her neck, revealing gilded implant ports.
After that, I use the House Orcelio ritual, which I am loath to reveal to you, to free my mind of all errant thoughts. And then... Then it is time to open my third eye and peer into the depths of the warp itself. Among the nightmarish visions, mirages, and creatures of the abyss, only the light of the Emperor is the truth that will lead me from star to star, from system to system. Oh, the light, the guiding thread, so fine it can slip from one's grasp at any moment.
Cassia unfurls her hand as though dropping something.
But you have nothing to worry about. The navigators of House Orcelio never lose their course.
Why are you asking for these things? Now's not the time to indulge in painting. Okay.
You are asking questions the answers to which you cannot comprehend. Perhaps I may explain it all to you at a later time, but now our time is too precious to waste. As a navigator of House Orcelio, I give you my word that without canvas and paint, we have little hope of a smooth journey through the warp.
Okay.
I have
fine.
no reason to lie.
I didn't say you're lying. I just want to know why. I shall ensure that all necessary supplies are delivered to the Sanctum Novice.
Cassia nods in thanks.
I shall take my leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask that you do not follow me, few can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it is opened.
Okay.
Lord Captain, I will oversee the open channel between the Lady Navigator and the bridge. And may the Emperor's light help us all.
Okay, great.
The Voxcaster in the Sanctum Novis picks up the susurration of cloves, pious chanting, and the metallic clicking of implants. Then the serene voice of the Lady Navigator breaks the silence. Initiating communion ritual. You hear the exultant ring of metal freed from its scabbard. Then the stifled gasp of the Lady Navigator, the rhythmic drip of liquid on canvas, and the faint whisper of a brush. I see violet vortexes lashing an ocean with a million flails and umber shadows spinning over the surface in a fiery dance, a storm rising above foaming waters. Armadas drowning in fog, the path from one end to another cannot be seen. I see violet vortexes lashing an ocean with a million flails and umber shadows spinning over the surface in a fiery dance, a storm rising above foaming waters. Armadas drowning in fog, the path from one end to another cannot be seen. And here, beyond the wall of glass, a daughter forsaken by her father yearns for her brother. And the sun's pale disk goes in tireless pursuit of her. No, of me. Its frozen rays lie that spring is here. The light is deadened. The great ruler is gone. The Vox Master recoils at Cassia's words and accidentally snaps one of the cogitator levers. The panel beneath her fingers emits sparks, and the Voxcaster falls silent. She quickly flips a series of switches and boss guiltily. My abject apologies for cutting off the broadcast, Lord Captain. I have never heard the warp speaking through a navigator before. The connection is restored now. It will not happen again.
Need the navigator undisturbed.
Soul-shredding screams drown out the Vox transmission. The servants in the Sanctum Novis are howling and shrieking like wild beasts, moaning in pain, their throats raw from the strain. And then sudden silence. The dull thud of dropping bodies proclaims their fate. It appears the servants were part of the Lady Navigator's rite, as it was for her predecessor. I will arrange for the bodies to be removed from the Sanctum Novis after the ritual, or what is left of them. Rogue trader, I fear I have unfortunate news. Endless blackness has spread across the canvas, dividing what should be whole in two, and my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as before. I cannot turn around, my brush only draws me onward. The way is blocked. You hear a heavy exhale, rustling fabric, and metallic clicking. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual was successful. Your vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Its cold steel grip did not allow me to breathe freely even for a second. It was as if the depths of the ship housed not only machine spirits, but something other. Now I will retreat to my chambers to recover my strength. Send for me if you have need of me.
Okay.
Lord Captain, congratulations on acquiring a navigator. Spare me a few moments of your time, please. There are several matters that require your attention. First of all, I want to report on the condition of the station, Urak V.
Okay.
Regrettably, we arrived too late to evacuate the residents of the station. The
Right.
warp disruptions affecting Urak V twisted the bodies and minds of its attendants.
Right.
The corruption failed to affect Lady Cassia. Thank the Emperor, the navigators are trained to resist the Immaterium's pull.
Right.
With your permission, I would also like to remind you that we are still in need of more men and women for the crew. And we have not yet located Heinrichs van Calix, the right hand of the Lord Inquisitor, as we can now attest. The man vanished into the shadows of the star system, and was not present on Urak V. We must keep this in mind when making any future plans.
Thank you, Velas. Let's be awful now. I'm not gonna bite his
As
head
it
off.
pleases you, Lord Captain.
Alright. We'll make our way back to Rykad. Okay.